Hi, hello. I am Dr. K. Pungodi. Now we are going to discuss about the topic managerial economics. In that subject, managerial economics, the topic is economics and diseconomics of scale. Diseconomics of scale. Economics of scale refers to cost of advantages that a business can achieve has to increase its production. The cost saving occurs because fixed costs are spread over a large number of goods or because the production becomes more efficient at the large scale. Economics of scale leads to the decrease in per unit cost of production as the scale of production grows. Here it involves that the business in what were the advantages we are having in the business and how they have to save the cost price of goods and the cost of production by growing the production growth also. So that is an economics of scale. Here in this economics of scale we are having a different economics of scaling component. The first one is internal economics. In this internal economics of scale or the economics which is accountable of the size and operation of an individual firms itself and not for the outside factors. So it is internal. From the word itself we know that it is an inside an organization, so that is an internal economics. In this internal economics we are having the first one is managerial economics. Managerial economics means that within the expansion of the output of an account of the changes in scale of production of the whole, expand the scale look after by the personnel in the organization, and administration cost decreases with the increase in output. So that is a managerial economics. In this they are telling that the personnel in the organization of administration cost decreases increases in output by giving a cost must be a less one and the production must be a output over here. So that is the most important thing in the managerial economics. Next one is an marketing economics. In this marketing economics it shows that the marketing economics are concerned with the bulk purchase of goods over here, and based upon that purchase it makes over a thing over here. So marketing economics are concerned with the bulk purchase of raw materials while producing on the large scale leads to decrease in the cost of production. In this they are telling that if they purchase in a bulk of a raw materials, it is most useful for them for providing a large scale decreasing in the cost of production. The selling is a lot of saving time, monies and energy. Transportation cost will also be reduced. The next thing is specialization of economics. Here the specialization of economics are an account of division of labors and specialization when the large scale of production is carried on. The cost of production reduces due to the specialization and division of labors in a business firm. So that is a specialization of economics. The next thing is the technical economics. In this technical economics it is also one of the internal economic factor. It arises an account of large scale production in the use of plant machineries and work process. Advanced technology is used which reduces the cost of production when the production is carried out on a large scale. So that is a technical economics. The next thing is an external economics. In this external economics we are seeing that external economics arise on an account of external factor that they are enjoyed by the all the firms in an area or an industry as a whole. When an area of an industry is well developed, then it will be a development of a labor market, banking, insurance, financial institutions, mass of communications and transportation. So social overheads and the cheaper water, electricity and auxiliaries. When there is a firm or a new industry unit is setting up, all these benefits will be available in that area. All these facilities will reduce the cost of production of all the industry units in that area. So it is an external economics of a scale. Here we are having a different internal. So from this we have seen that both the internal and external. The next thing we are going to see about this economics of scale. This diseconomics of scale refers to the situation where as a business grows beyond a certain point, its per unit of cost being to increase instead of decrease. In economics of scale, there is a decrease in per cost, and also the production will have an output is a more output, but here there is an increasing per cost of production instead of decreasing. This is to the opposite of economics of scale and typically happens when the size of an organization becomes a barrier or its efficiency. So that is a diseconomics of scale. Here the major difference is cost per unit being increase in diseconomics but decrease in economics. So that is a main thing or a main difference between economics of scale and diseconomics of scale. Here the diseconomics of scale, it has an internal and say as usual it is also having an internal diseconomics and also external diseconomics. Here the internal diseconomics, this is also concerned with the size and operation of an individual firm or an industry. Here the managerial diseconomics, when the size of an operation of a firm increases, the span of control becomes large and thereby the employer-employee relationships are adversely affected, leads to increase in the cost of production. It is the resulted to managerial diseconomics. The next thing is technical diseconomics. In this technical diseconomics, under the technical diseconomics, when the cost of output is taken, the large scale after a given point or a breakdown, the rate may increase in the cost of production. So that is a technical diseconomics. When the output is taken in a large scale, after a given point of break even, it leads to an increase in cost of productions. The next thing is marketing diseconomics. Marketing diseconomics arise in the account of adverse effect on the control and coordination over marketing activities because of the large scale production and it increase the cost of production. The next one is specialization in diseconomics. So specialization in diseconomics are concerned with the division of labors and specialization of monotony and the lack of coordination between the different layers or a personnel administration. The cost of production increases that gives the birth to these diseconomics of scale. Here we are having an external economics also. In this external economics, such as it has a loss or diseconomics incurred by the business or an industry unit in an area, concentrated and localization of industrial adversely efforts and industrial peace in the areas and strikes, lockouts, go slow tactics and industrial accident emergencies of dirty colonies, water pollution, air pollutions, etc., increasing the cost of production of all the firms and industrial units. Meaning of communication and transportation are overburden over here. So these are all the things we are having in the economics and diseconomics of scale. So I think so you all understand about the economic scale and diseconomic scale. Once again, the main concept is that the businessmen have to produce a goods, produce a product, and they have to sell to the customers. For that purpose, they have to make a per unit cost to be decreased and the production should be more and they have earn a profit from that. So that is an economics of scale. And the diseconomics of scale, it is a per cost being on the certain point of growth of a business, the per cost per unit will be increased over here. That is diseconomics. So both economics and diseconomics are having an external factors and internal factors. So that internal factors and external factors only we have discussed over here. So thank you. You all understand about the economics and diseconomics of scale. Thank you.